Alright, so welcome back to the show, and in today's show we're talking about the Vidar warship, good or bad. So this is obviously the ship that everyone's been talking about, the Vidar. What do you guys think about it? Let me know in the comments. But obviously, this is a ship which is really impressive. So we go to manage ships here, swap shit out, and check this out, the Vidar, uncommon. I managed to get to tier 5 if you checked out my last video. So this is obviously a pretty important ship. Cybernetic augmentation, the Vidar's damage is obviously increased, so this is a huge amount here. So obviously this is a pretty impressive ship, and this is a good against Borg probes, so this is one to go for. And of course I do have Claw in here, and I'm going to kind of explain a little bit later on what Claw is useful for. But yeah, take a look at these stats right here. So this obviously depends on your research and of course your officer abilities, but the attack, the defense, the health, the utility, the warp range, it's all here. And this is basically what everyone's been saying, a Baby Narada. So this is a pretty good ship. And by the way guys, it is cold outside, that's why I'm wearing this hat. It is, snowing outside, it's in the minus temperatures, so it is friggin' cold. But anyway, let's get back to the show. So anyway, yeah, so it's created with shadow, filled with creator's lust for vengeance. Vidar is to be the ultimate weapon of Romulus. Desperate for the defense against the Borg threat. So, I'm kind of wondering, is this ship kind of tied to Picard in any way? Are we going to see the ship in Picard? Some elements in this game are canon and of course non-canon. So this could be one of the ships which does make a cameo in Picard. I'm just putting that out there. I don't know for sure, but we never know, right? Never know what this ship is for. Yeah, so let's take this ship out. So as you can see, I have put Claw on here. Now take a look at Claw. Hot Pursuit, right? Claw increases the impulse speed of the ship by 25%. So obviously, this ship is good for hunting Borg probes. But another reason to get this ship is it's incredibly fast, right? It's an incredibly fast ship. And of course I have critical strike as well. What I mean by this, take a look again at the stats. Impulse speed 150. So this is the base speed of the tier 5 Vidar. But obviously with Claw on the bridge, this is going to increase the speed insurmountably. Take a look at this, right? So I'm taking this out of my base now. Look how fast this ship is going. Incredibly fast. Compared to the Mayflower, look how slow the Mayflower is. We're gonna line these up right now, the Mayflower and the Vidar, and see, which one is gonna be fastest. Obviously, this isn't gonna be perfect, but so we have the Mayflower versus the Vidar. Obviously, your interceptors are faster, but I don't know, this ship is incredibly fast, and because it's so fast, it's going to be great against hostiles, avoiding those hostiles. And I have to say, PvP. I cannot stress this enough, PvP, right? So obviously, if you're going against PvP targets, no one's going to catch you with this Vidar. Great thanks to people who have let me on to this. With Claw on the bridge, this ship is unstoppable in PvP. Look how fast this is going. This is probably my fastest interceptor. I don't know, if I bring out the Saladin, right? Impulse speed is 115. That is nothing compared to the Vidar, so this is an incredibly powerful ship. Highly recommend getting the Vidar if you can. This friggin' ship is awesome. Look at this thing. It's a beast in terms of speed and in terms of, killing those clowns. Borg. Yeah. So, point is, use the Vidar as you will. I say it is more of a PvP ship, but you can be using it on those Borg probes. Obviously, we have Borg Invasion, Second Act, the Borg Probe Hunt. All of these, you should, the chance to build a Vidar is now. If you get the chance, build it now, because participating in these alliance events is going to be key to your game, really. Key to your game. I cannot stress that enough. So pretty much, yeah, I mean, that is it for the Vidar. I mean, like, I'm not going to go into Borg space in this video. I think I'll tackle it in another video. But, I mean, as you can see, like, plenty of kind of, there will be plenty of Borg to kind of intercept and do. And, you know, that's another thing, like, you should be in one of the good alliances, participate in this for events. Okay, anyway, that brings me on to the next piece of advice, which is, of course, you know, advice, you know, joining an alliance based on your score, right? So, I mean, this is something which I think is incredibly important. If I take a look here, so I recently joined Legion. Legion is an awesome alliance, and it is pretty impressive alliance. Excuse me. And take a look here. This is our Civ leaderboard for Civ 08. Right, Borg are on top, Romu is second, Legion are number 3, closely followed by Unit, and of course, you know, Legion Friendly Alliance, Legion Loco, as they like to say. Pretty awesome name, I think, too. So, yes. So the point is, there's some pretty awesome stuff here, and I think it's really important to your game to do all of this stuff. You know, Free, Terran Empire, all of these are great alliances, but the question is, should you join an alliance based on your score, right? If you're active, you should be joining an alliance based on your score. You know, it doesn't matter, like, the score matters less than being totally active. Like, if you're a super active person, why shouldn't you be joining a super powerful active alliance? Like, this is a no-brainer, really, and I think it's something which people should really consider. Like, let's take top alliance, for example. All of these people, if I go to the bottom, like, none of these scores are, in terms of STFC, are low, but these people are, like, super active. You know, same for Romu. If I go to Romu, for example, Romu Star Empire, all of these guys are really super active, and it's less about the power and it's more about being active. Like, if you have a great score, if your score keeps on going up, and people do track this, remember, people do track this score, then based on your score, you are really going to be, you should really be going to those top alliances, because, and I'll tell you why, because if you go to events here, you get to participate in all these monthly rewards, all these alliance rewards. And if I go to Probe Hunt, for example, right, say you're in one of the top 5 alliances, you're instantly going to get this 2,100 alliance credits. Do you know how much peace shields that is? That is a whole amount of peace shields. That is a huge amount of peace shields, and that's even if you're in the top 4 to 10. So there is no reason why you shouldn't be in one of the top alliances here. You know, prove you're active, prove you've got what it takes, and, you know, really, yeah. So you should be joining one of the top alliances. Like, this is pretty much key for your game and key for everyone else's game too, because that really helps other alliances, you know, keep their scores up. Even if you're in the top 25 alliances, like, this is a huge amount of alliance credits, which you could be using for peace shields, because that is the hot commodity in this game, is, of course, buying peace shields. Like, I cannot stress this enough. I mean, yeah, peace shields is all about the peace shields. And yeah, I mean, what other alliance events we got here? Yeah, even if you're in the top 4 to 10, 100 alliance credits. You know, in this event, it's less about the alliance credits and it's more about the officers. Getting to pring on your miner is pretty much key. But again, you know, alliance based on score, it really should be based on activity. All right, so let's go to our next thing here, which is, of course, game. Okay, so here we go. So the Google game, been really looking forward to this Google game. So basically, how does the Google game work? So we're going to type in a few Star Trek phrases, and we're going to see what actually pops up here. So I'm really looking forward to this and seeing what is going to kind of pop up here. So don't forget to like leave a comment below on what you think should be the next phrase we should type in here, because I really want to know. You know, let's go with the obvious one. We're gonna type in Kirk. Okay, Kirk. No, let's type in Captain Kirk. Here we go. Captain Kirk. Alright, Captain Kirk actor, Captain Kirk mask, Captain Kirk quotes. Oh god, what's it gonna be? Okay, what should we go with here? Let's go with is... Oh boy. Is climbing a mountain? No. Captain Kirk. Oh boy, Captain Kirk is... Oh my god. Oh, why Captain Kirk is better than Picard? Oh my gosh. I hope there's no Captain Kirk fans in the audience. You know, I'm gonna say Picard is better than Captain Kirk ever was. Like, you know, he is... Oh my gosh. Okay. Yes, we know Picard. Let's just type in Picard. Okay, here we go. Hopefully no spoilers, guys. No, Picard is not bad. Picard is not bad. I refuse to believe it. I refuse to believe it. Picard is decent. Picard is awesome. What? No, Picard is not a disaster. Picard is a hit. Picard is a hit. Guys, if you've not watched episode 5, I highly recommend you watch episode 5. Episode 6 should be already out, right? Should be out today. Or tomorrow. Yesterday? I don't know. Anyway. Okay, yeah. So let's go on to our next segment here, which is of course Sale Talk. That's right, Sale Talk. So yeah, Sale Talk. Really impressed with kind of the sales. Well, actually, no, why am I impressed? No, I shouldn't be impressed. Let's go to sales. So 36 minutes left on the sales here. So we're kind of talking about charged nanoprobes versus kind of the full Vidar unlock here. So I mean, what is better? Like, okay, I'm not saying to invest in the game, but if you do invest, and I think it's worthwhile to buy maybe the $27.99 pack, but that's not what we're talking about today. We're talking about the charged nanoprobe pack versus the Vidar full unlock pack, and you know, which one is really worth it for you. So let's take a look here. So charged nanoprobe pack. So unlock the Vidar. Again, is this really worth it? I don't know. Like, I can't really say for sure whether this is worth it or not. 19,000 worth of Latinum is definitely worth it. Charged Nanoprobes pack is worth it. Interceptor pack is worth it. All this rare stuff is definitely worth it. The Tritanium alone, 16 million Tritanium, definitely worth something. But, you know, don't forget that, you know, this is a lot of money to spend on a pack. Just take a look at the full Elite Vidar unlock pack. So again, you get all the Borg key missions, and you do get some decent rewards with that. So check out other content creator videos to check out the Borg mission keys. Transwarp cells, you need those to travel between Borg systems. A lot of Latinum, even kind of less Latinum in here because you are getting the Vidar ship. A lot of rare crystal here. A lot of power steel. Oh, okay, and a lot of Tritanium too. So, you know, in terms of what I would get, I would possibly get the Elite Vidar ship because you do get an actual ship as opposed to just kind of resources and nanoprobes in a way. So if I choose between the two, I would obviously choose the Elite Vidar full unlock ship for that. Okay, so let's move on now and let's talk about kind of community. Yeah, so community. So your say. So, you know, a lot of people are actually wanting to have, you know, more avatars in the game, which is highly respectable, I think. So there's a lot of, you know, work to do in terms of avatars. Everyone wants that Borg avatar. That Borg avatar looks pretty sweet. Let's take a look at the Borg avatar right here. Let's check this out. So Borg avatar. Yes. So unlocking this Borg avatar would be pretty awesome. I think it's going to come at a later date though. So yeah, so obviously also there was the quiz this week. So again, you know, Panic was talking about the quiz. You know, there was a huge quiz, and you know, it wasn't ideal due to lag issues, but a lot of people did actually get a lot of stuff. These are the winners. Like, look at these winners right here. Guys like Cheap Whiskey, I know. Bonus winner, 5,000 radioactives. So guys, don't forget to check out the STFC Discord where you can win obviously a lot of stuff. You know, radioactives, that's a huge amount of armadas which you can start. And of course, you know, starting armadas in your alliance is really going to help your alliance members out. And yeah, pretty awesome. Like, look at this. So I mean, the quiz, you know, 30 questions were asked. So you really need to know your STFC stuff, your Star Trek trivia, Borg trivia. So definitely get on board with that. And yeah, so that was the quiz. And any Panic Time updates? There hasn't been a Panic Time update today, but hopefully in the next couple of days, if there are any, I will definitely update you with those. But nothing really has happened in terms of you know, really anything. But don't forget, like, you know, check out the Discord for all those winners, and you know, you can be winning stuff like every week. Like, they put this stuff on at least once a month, even less than that, so definitely check that out. Okay, so let's go to our daily tidbit, of course. Alright, so daily tidbit. So you know, what is the next thing that's going to be coming out in the game? I know a lot of stuff, but obviously I can't reveal too much here. But you know what I can reveal. I'm just gonna hint at stuff here. So I'm going to predict that the lovely developers are actually working on, of course, the Alliance page. So definitely, like, I think there's gonna be more Alliance changes coming. Definitely kind of with Alliance rewards, and of course the Alliance modules. Like, that's all I'm gonna say. Alliance modules is definitely a change which is coming. Guys, thank you so much for participating in this video. It has been an awesome one. Don't forget, of course, like and subscribe to Fortis Gaming for all the latest in Star Trek Fleet Command. Hope you've had a great one today, guys, and I hope this video has been really informative for you. And yeah, don't forget to, of course, like and subscribe to Fortis Gaming, and to check out other content creators as well. Check out the Discord links below, and don't forget next time to have your say on what we should discuss. Have a good one, guys. See ya.